and stuff. Well, I'm gonna be streaming and stuff, and yeah. But this is Madden 20, and yeah. Well, I'm gonna be probably playing against the Saints first. Yeah. That's right.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits.
Yeah, let's put them all in black. There we go. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah. There we go. And yeah, it's ready. We are now getting in the game. Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
6 yards in that.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
Intercept.
Open man is Michael Thomas.
Oh, what?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Kamara. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is the big fella. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty. Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. CD, let's take a step back and look ahead to the Saints in the playoffs here as they get ready for this next drive. Another double-digit win season for them. What do you think of their prospects come playoff time?
I think they're excellent because Drew Brees is back in form. I got to see him late in the season at home against San Francisco, and he's magnificent in that game. Brought them back from down late in the game, gave them a chance to win, put them ahead with less than a minute on the clock. So it wasn't his fault they didn't win that game. He looks like the Drew Brees we expect. But the big reason is their defense. Their defense is as good as there is in the league. Rushing the passer, defending against the run, covering everything downfield. Bottom line, though, they are built to win at home in the playoffs. Since Sean Payton's been the head coach, they're 7-4 at home in the playoffs. A lot of people would say, well, it should be 8-3 because of what happened against the Rams last year, but still 7-4. But on the road, just 1-7, and that's excluding the Super Bowl, which was a neutral site game.
And don't forget, good job by Teddy Bridgewater bridging the gap when Brees was out. 5-0. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. Now they can't bring him down. Still on his feet.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Yeah.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I'm so confused.
Nice little nifty play for
I
him
think
there. That's
offense
the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Gosh dang it.
4 yards the pickup.
Why will not let me be on offense yet? It's been like a million years for gosh sake.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Out of 6 minutes, there's 40 seconds left. 46 seconds left. I haven't even gone offense once.
Spacing and run fits. These creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Brees. That'll be complete to Cook.
How?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Gosh dang.
6 yards the pickup, and
If
that's
it
a
would let
first
me be
down.
on offense for once, that would be amazing.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run. This is Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Brees going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Brees. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration. So they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He got 29 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense.
No, I'm so close.
You see him? Cover him.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 30-yard touchdown.
Let's look at that replay. That was actually kind of sick. Oh, hold on. I have to wait till it's over.
And the Falcons push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying.
Now, let's look at the... So I started going. Right. Hold on. How do I zoom in? Okay. So he gets me. They both turn around. He tries getting me. Almost fall and I just dive for my life. And that's a touchdown. That was actually pretty good.
But how about that big mass of humanity that
you
guided
guys
him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Okay, I might miss.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first.
Here, let's unmute. 1 second. Kelson! Kelson! Sorry guys, I'm back.
Down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
On the return, Hardy. Powerful running and bulldozing through multiple tackles. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Falcons offense working their way back onto the field. And earlier we talked about Matt Ryan, what this season has meant to him, going over 50,000 passing yards. But as a team, it's been a disappointment. They were thought to be contenders in the NFC South coming into the year. They were 1-1 after 2 weeks. Train came off the track. 6 straight losses, dropped to 1-7. That ended any hopes at the playoffs. They did play a little bit better in the second half.
Let's go, bring it up.
A gain on the play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get...
Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh my gosh. What just happened? What? What? Okay, look. That guy big number 30, no, number 98, 96, sorry. Breaks through, tackles him, he fumbles. My guy's he misses the football. The quarterback starts going again. How did he fumble again? Gets a hard hit. Fumbles again. And then that guy picks it up. And then we go and get him. That was a massive move. 2nd and 21.
Ready? 5-9.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one complete on the slant route. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw is Breeze. That's going to be
that guy jumped high.
Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Call timeout, timeout, timeout. I don't even know how to call it. Call timeout.
It's the gain for number 18. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
8-yard line. Let's go for
A
slants.
chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Freeman again, a first down carry. Pushing tacklers aside. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Dang, that was a good run.
Yards on the ground.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Like,
Devontae Freeman,
number 24,
his
Freeman.
second touchdown
He's
of the
actually
afternoon, as his
fighter.
guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the
So
lead will swell by
Falcons should
1
be
more.
playing right now.
plays there on that drive.
So they didn't make it to, they did not make it to the playoffs.
Freeman.
Dang.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 10th carry for Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 63 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout. Remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played three quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third and long, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 71 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Yeah.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Saints on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Breeze now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Breeze now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is how Falcons should have played against the Saints.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Peace.